In fact, we can't create anything. We just add things which are already there. Just put things together and then we say, I have made it. मैंने बना दिया है. आज का खाना मैंने बनाया. अच्छा, that little girl comes and tells. So what did she must have just did something. थोड़ा पानी डाल दिया होगा या कुछ नमक डाल दिया या कुछ मम्मी ने बोल दिया ये करो. So similarly, all the things are already there in this world. We just put them together and we say, I have done it. So it's a ananta virya, amita vikramaha, tvam sarvam samapnoshi, and you pervade and as you pervade everything, sarvam sama apnoshi. You pervade everything. Everything what is there in this world is pervaded by you. And therefore, tataha asi sarvaha, therefore you are everything. You pervade everything, therefore you are everything. You pervade inside and out the space, therefore you are space. You pervade inside and out the air, therefore you are air. You are, like for example, we say these gold ornaments, and they are pervaded by gold. That means there is nothing other than gold. What we call ornaments is just a name. What is there is gold and gold alone. Whatever we touch, we are touching gold. Other than gold, nothing is there. Similarly, you are everything and you pervade everything, therefore you are everything. Sarvam samapnoshi tataha asi sarvaha. That is that divinity. And bringing that divinity into our mind, this whole thing is like a meditation. So bringing that again and again in our mind, our walls and our all the demarcation and our division gets destroyed actually. It just falls off. And that is the power of contemplation and meditation and prayer. Prayer means going out of our limitation. Forcefully our that limitation falls off and one becomes one with that Supreme. It's like that I had given example of that balloon. The air within, it wants to meet the air outside. It wants to meet the total air. So it keeps on praying, and as it prays, it as though expands, that balloon expands, and finally it just bursts, and the air inside and outside becomes one. When we pray for that Lord, and when we consider Him as great, the greater we consider God, the smaller the ego becomes. And when we consider God as infinite, ego just disappears, because in front of infinity, ego cannot. Actually, ego tries to limit God. Ego का और God का हमेशा competition होता है. As though ego wants to think that I am great. It wants to limit God. But as we pray and as we contemplate and as we understand the greatness of God, the ego starts becoming little. And when we understand God as infinite, that very moment, the ego disappears. If we consider God as big, that also is not a very good concept, because ego will consider it as small. But when one understands God as infinite, the ego gets dissolved. So that is the principle behind this, our prayer and our contemplation and meditation, that we should dissolve our false identity. And when that gets dissolved, the reality shines forth by itself. So after understanding the greatness of Ishvara, standing in front of him in the form of Krishna, Arjuna is doing namaskar, and suddenly he realized that, oh, he's Sakshat Ishvara, and all the time I was thinking Krishna was my friend, and I was treating him like an ordinary person, but I did not know his greatness. And he felt a deep sense of that guilt and all, that he treated him like an ordinary person. So he says in the next verse, it's a very beautiful verse. Arjuna's emotions and his great love pours out from this verse. Sakheti matva prasabham yaduktam He Krishna he Yadav he Sakheti Ajanata mahimanam tavedam Maya pramadat pranayena vapi Sakheti matva prasabham yaduktam that ajanata mahimanam tava idam, not knowing your this mahima, idam mahima, this what you showed me as this Virat Roop, the cosmic form of yours. It's like we treat even the physical world, we treat an atom and all, but that atom, suppose uranium atom and all, it has got such tremendous power, it can just destroy the whole place. Similarly, Arjuna felt that I treated that Ishvara as Krishna, who had come in this world as Krishna, as a particular form that is called avatar. But that avatar doesn't mean he has become small, but he is expressing through that one individual, through that one form. It's like the ocean, remaining ocean, communicates through one wave. Knowing that I am ocean, remaining an ocean, but to communicate with that wave, other waves, it has to talk in the language of the wave, so it communicates through the wave. So Krishna as a body, as a human being, had the same features and same proportion and same all the dimensions and all as other human beings. Though he had his own beauty, his own greatness, but he is not a little person, he is that Ishvara only in the form of a human being. Manusha avatar, but Ishvara only. So that this Arjuna did not know. See, there are some beings, jivas, who slowly progress in their spiritual journey and come to realize that supreme state of consciousness or that enlightenment. So a jiva comes to know that I am Brahma. He is called an enlightened. Once one comes to know, he is called an enlightened person. It's like the wave which comes to know that I am water. That is called an enlightened wave. But there is an ocean which already knows that it is water, but it also acts like an ocean. That is the Ishvara. Ishvara knows that I am Brahma. It is that Brahma alone, but he also has tremendous power, infinite knowledge, infinite strength. So he exists at the same time as ocean and also as water. I'm giving that example. So wave cannot become the ocean. Wave can understand that I am a water. It cannot become ocean. Jiva cannot become Ishvara. Jiva can understand that essence of me and essence of Ishvara is same. That is Brahma. So here when we talk about avatar, we are talking about that Ishvara alone, knowing his greatness, knowing his strength and power and all his mighty vastness and all, he also assumes, one of his power is to assume a limited form. So he assumes a limited form. That is called avatar. This is the most fascinating thing which the scriptures have revealed. Avatar. So there are jivas, but avatar is not like any other jiva. Avatar is Ishvara only in the form of a jiva. seems to be like a jiva, but not a jiva. So he behaves, he is born, he has got his childhood, all these pranks and everything. So he behaves like a jiva, but he is Ishvara only. He knows. It's like a king who takes the role of a beggar in a drama. So his king is also acting in that drama. And all his subjects have also come there. And his all these soldiers and others are also there in the audience. And king, and they know he is the king, and he is acting in that drama. So even there, actually, as a beggar, he can suddenly shout at them and say, "Kya kar rahe ho?" And everyone will get frightened. Because though he is acting as a beggar, he is the king. He has got command. He has got power. He is not like any other person there. Similarly, though Ishvara has taken that form of Krishna, he is still Ishvara. He has got all the powers of Ishvara. He can, if he wants, he can lift that Govardhan Parvat. He can drink poison. He can do whatever he wants. So he did also. So Arjuna suddenly realized that whom I was with, I do not know. Ajanata mahimanam tava idam, that not realizing your mahima, maya pramadat pranayena vapi, out of negligence, carelessness, or sometimes out of over love or affection for you, I just treated you like an ordinary friend. I said, "Oh Sakha, oh my dear friend, hi," and all. We call friends and hi-fi and all those things. So I just treated you as a friend and all, and Sakha. Sakheti matva prasabham yaduktam. And considering you as just my friend, as any other friend. Friend means equal, means I can treat whatever way, and we can just fight also, then we can make up also, and then it doesn't matter and all, because equal. Friend means equal. So I treated you as my equal. And out of that ignorance about you, not knowing you, I just called you, "Hey Krishna." I called you like my friend only. "Hey Krishna." Sometimes I called you as Krishna. Sometimes, "Hey Yadava." "Oh Yadava." And "Hey Sakha." "Oh my friend." Like that I treated you my equal. It's like the wave treating the ocean as equal. See, wave and ocean are not equal. They cannot become equal. It's impossible to become equal. Wave is wave and ocean is ocean. Therefore, some Dvaitis and all, they don't like this concept. How can you be God? No, that I cannot be God. But I and God are essentially that same, that Brahma. Wave cannot become ocean, but wave is also water, ocean is also water. I can realize my nature, I as a wave can realize myself as water. That is called getting that state of enlightenment. But that wave can never become ocean. So as long as I know that I am a wave, I have to do namaskar to the ocean. Wave, millions of waves rise in ocean, they remain in ocean, they merge into ocean. Ocean is all the waves put together plus much more. But just imagine that one wave treating the ocean as its friend. So, Sakheti matva prasabham yaduktam, "Hey Krishna, hey Yadav, hey Sakheti, ajanata mahimanam tavedam, maya pramadat pranayena vapi." So sometimes out of negligence, carelessness, I just talk to you like a ordinary person, friend, or sometimes out of great affection and all. Even out of affection, sometimes we say some insulting thing or something, just like that friend, na friend को कुछ भी बोलो, गधा भी बोल सकते हैं, कुछ भी बोल सकते हैं, friend. So I must have said. So further he says, he describes in more detail, and he asks for forgiveness. Yacchavahasaarthamasatkrutosī viharashayasana bhojaneshu ekothavaप्यच्युत takshamakszam takshamaye tvamaham aprameyam. Yaccha avahasartham asatkritosi. Sometimes just to making fun of you, I must have used some insulting words and all, words which are not befitting Ishvara. See, it might be befitting a friend. Friend, you can be casual and you can just say anything and all. Friends don't mind. And we know that they are also equal. Sometimes they say something to you and then you say something to them. So they are equal. It is okay. But not realizing your greatness, I treated you like an ordinary person. Just imagine the bhava which must be there in Arjuna's mind. Suddenly he saw that giant form of Bhagwan, Vishwaroop, and then he realized, wow, I never knew that he was Sakshat that. And I treated him. Oh God. So yachava hasartham asat krutosi. Just to make fun of you, I must have said something quite insulting. When vihara, sometimes just vihara means while walking, just taking a stroll, walk or something in the garden or somewhere. So vihara or shayya or while lying down, sleeping and all. I must have just cracked some joke and so on about you. Or asana or while sitting. While sitting also, just two friends sitting together, they will make each other, they will say something or do something, which one may not do it for someone senior or someone great or Bhagwan himself. Bhagwan is sitting next to you, can't just, Bhagwan kaise ho yaar? You can't do like that. How is it going? All well with you? How is the world going? What are you doing about all these bad people and all things are going fine? So like that you can't talk to Bhagwan. So he said, I must have spoken. And bhojaneshu, while eating also, one makes all sorts of fun and crack jokes and all. So vihara shayyasana bhojaneshu yaccha avahasartham, to make fun of you, asat krutosi. I must have said something wrong or not proper, with not proper humility and respect which is required to address Ishvara. Ekaha athava api achyuta takshamakszam, either in alone or in front of you. Either away from, when you are not present, I must have said something about you, or I must have said something in front of you, right in front of you. So whatever I said, please takshamaye, please forgive me. Shantavyo me aparadak shiva 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 bho Shri Mahadeva Shambho. Please forgive me for whatever aparadha I must have done, knowingly, unknowingly. Please forgive me. There is very beautiful, what he calls stuti by Bhagwan Shankaracharya ji, Shiva Aparadha Kshamapana Stotram, in which he asks for forgiveness from Lord Shiva. And the main aparadha, he says, is when a jiva forgets Ishvara, that is the aparadha. That is, as far as a seeker is concerned, as far as a spiritual student is concerned, to forget our goal, to forget Ishvara, to forget our ultimate destination, who is that Ishvara or Brahma, itself is our great aparadha. And why we forget? We get involved with the world. So he mentions there that, oh, when I was in mother's womb, I forgot because I did not know. Then when I was born, I forgot because I was busy crying and weeping and eating and drinking and all. Then as I grew old, young and all, I forgot because I was busy indulging in various types of pleasures and this and that, going to school, college and all those things. Then later on also I forgot, and when old age came also I forgot because I was busy with all these problems only, checking my blood pressure and all. So that only all my time got wasted in that, and I forgot you. So please forgive me. Takshamaye. Please forgive me, O Lord. Tvam aham aprameyam. You are aprameya. You are beyond all pramanas. You are beyond all comprehension. You need to forgive me because I did not know